We are about to find out what was inside the safe house of the notorious drug lord El Chapo. Mexican infamous drug mafia El Chapo Guzmán was famous in the world of drugs and crime. Heading the Sinaloa cartel, El Chapo was the master of a luxurious and lavish lifestyle. Ranging from a gold-plated AK-47 to a private zoo with a petting area, these properties' extravagance will leave you awestruck. El Chapo owns many entities of luxury, out of which some discovered were a jacuzzi room, a state-of-the-art movie theater, and even a monogrammed diamond-encrusted pistol with his initials. He was the owner of many properties that came to be known as his safe houses that depicted the life of the most wanted man at the crime scene was living. While he was enjoying one of the most lavish lifestyles amongst the crime mafias, his lifestyle also highlighted the corruption and the world that fueled the drug trade and violence across nations. Today on All Time Crime, we find out the safe houses that served as a hiding spot, as well as an extravagant luxury to the notorious criminal of all time, El Chapo. The world-famous Mexican mafia El Chapo has a few secret safe houses. You cannot guess what secrets they hide. When the news regarding these safe houses surfaced, photographs almost immediately flooded all the media places. Inside these safe houses, you can see numerous bullet holes and splashes of blood across the walls. Not only scenes of extreme brutality, but you can also witness many escape routes from these places that signified the drug lord's life of always being in danger. These visuals are visible descriptions of shootouts, brutal crime activities, and illegal cartels. We can safely say that these safe houses were not just a safe place to hide for Chapo, but many of his notorious associates as well, who surely would have visited these places many a time to get refuge or possibly enjoy a life of temporary luxury. The photographs shared of such safe houses look horrific, but the past they carry is much more terrifying than what the pictures can show. Once a brave photographer entered the safe house after the shootout and described the place as a mess. He revealed that there was blood everywhere on the concrete walls and no owner was there. There were eaten food scraps and litter in the kitchen and the garbage cans, which showed that people were living in such safe houses daily. About 5 people were killed in this operation to capture El Chapo. This wild escapade led to the walls of these houses marred with bullet holes and splatters of blood. Let us talk about one of the most famous safe houses of El Chapo, Los Mochis. Los Mochis is located in the capital city of Sinaloa and situated on the northern side of the city. Do you know that this was the last house in which El Chapo lived? In the military incubation where El Chapo was captured and sentenced to a life sentence in prison, he was living in this safe house of Los Mochis. The continuous firing from the police finally led to El Chapo being captured. But this capture was not as easy and swift as it seems. El Chapo, the drug lord, was arrested on January 8th, 2016, but tried his best to escape, however, in vain. Chapo, along with his bodyguard, tried to escape by stealing a car, but got seized not too far away from the safe place. He was later taken to a motel till the backup arrived. This safe house in the north of Sinaloa is a 2-story building with 3 bedrooms and a living room on the 2nd floor. The big house had one large room that looked like a walk-in closet. Every bedroom had beds and looked as if people were living in each one of them. Let us share with you the agile mind of this wanted criminal who had his bedroom on the 1st floor closest to the walk-in closet. You might be thinking, why? Well, the answer is in the closet itself. This huge room had a secret entrance which gave way to a sewer manhole about 840 meters from the safe house. This manhole was the same spot where El Chapo, along with his bodyguard, were caught while they crawled out of it. The photos surfaced and showed the bloody sight of the battle that took place between El Chapo's men and the authorities. These drug dealers tried their best to gain as much time as they could for fleeing out of sight, but their plans failed terribly. You will find numerous bullet holes in the staircase leading to the second floor, so we can now clearly understand the fierce battle that took place. No reporters were allowed to enter the place until after 14 hours, when they went inside and looked at the massacre that Chapo's cartel had brought with itself. To date, this place is not allowed to be put up for auction and remains as such in the capital city of Sinaloa. If you think this was all to be known about the movie-like life of the drug mafia, hold on, because there is more. On the second floor of this safe house, a stack of DVDs was found that was of a television show named Queen of the South. It depicted the story of a poor woman who later rose to fame from a drug empire. This story matches with our very own El Chapo, and we must wonder, was this the reason he was watching all of these, to maybe just feel more movie-like? Another of the very famous safe houses that El Chapo owned was the Culiacan house, situated in the capital city of Sinaloa. This house would add up more to your adventure, as it was equipped with winding tunnels used for notorious criminals to get in and out of police reach. In 2014, when the police were busy searching for him in the house, El Chapo escaped through one of these tunnels that had their entrance through a bathtub. This bathtub had a hydraulic mechanism that gave insight into a secret staircase, which led to a sewer of the city. Just like the Los Mochis house, this one as well has been renovated, and it no longer acts as a safe house for any criminal offenders. All the properties that were found in the house were given back to the Mexican citizens. To date, the residence remains under strict CCTV supervision. Currently, the Culiacan house is owned by a civilian whose identity is not revealed. Earlier, it was put into auction for $130,000, but was later marked as only $12.50. The cost of the lottery ticket, this amount is negligible in comparison to the $12.6 billion that El Chapo earned by trafficking illegal drugs between U.S. and Mexico while sitting in one of these safe houses. The location of both the safe houses was very smartly decided. They were so smoothly blended into their surrounding that no one could know what was happening behind the closed doors. El Chapo has been a master of fleeing from custody, and his expertise spreads its wings in every direction. El Chapo, the notorious drug mafia heading the Sinaloa cartel, not only fled from his safe houses through clever and surprising escape routes, but also did the same while he was in prison, not once, but twice. In 1995, he served in a maximum security prison called Puente Grande, and in 2001, he made the daring escape through a laundry cart. Many said that he simply walked through the main gate, but some are very much of the belief that El Chapo chose the most dramatic of his exits through his imprisonment. As dramatic as it seems, El Chapo became the infamous drug lord who was very clever and indulged in movie-like escapades. He was out on the run for 13 years and got caught again in 2014. However, just 1 year later, in 2015, he escaped the jail through a tunnel dug into his cell. This escape method cost him $50 million and was facilitated by his equally famed glamorous wife, Emma Coronel Aispuro. Chapo did not get much time to enjoy his life of freedom because he was once again captured by the police in 2016. The authorities had learned quite a lot from his earlier adventures and escapades, thus they directly sent him to the Supermax security prison in the United States, where he is serving his life sentence. These stories bring an end to our video for today at All Time Crime. If you liked the insights into the clever yet cruel mind of El Chapo and his escapes, make sure to like the video as well. Do not miss sharing with your friends and discuss the mind-blowing movie-like escapades that El Chapo had calculated. What do you think? Are there any more safe houses in the capital city of Sinaloa, or is this the end of the drug lord's cartel? Comment down your views while you subscribe to our channel, All Time Crime, and push the notification bell icon to get the latest updates on the world of crime and cartels.